Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time is over there. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tada! If this is your first time stumbling on this channel, you're highly welcome. Please consider smashing the red subscribe button, like this video, comment, and share. God bless you, real good. Today, I'm really not in my best mood. I'm not in a happy mood because my heart goes out to all the oh gosh, all the intending students from outside the UK were thinking of relocating down to the UK via the student route with their family and so on. My heart goes out to you all. I feel shattered. It feels like it's me. The UK government has recently released a press release that it's also on their UK website, gov.uk website, where the UK government has said, henceforth, with effect from January 2024, you as an incoming student can no longer come in with your dependents into the UK. Now, this is what it means. For those who don't know, there are several routes into the UK. You have the student route, you have the skilled worker visa, formerly known as the Tier 2 visa, we have the global talent visa, we have the where you're God, yeah, their sensory visa and so on. We have lots of them, but the popular one, it's known to be the student route and the skilled worker visa. So, people who are intending to relocate to the UK via the student route have been doing it. The government gives leverage for you to come in with your dependents, that's your spouse and your children into the UK, young children into the UK, and you can school in the UK. After which you get a job, you switch from your student visa to the skilled worker visa, where you can stay for 5 years and subsequently have your ILR, which is your indefinite leave to remain, and subsequently get your citizenship in the UK. That's what has been happening. And the UK government has said that it is no longer permitted. That if you want to come into the UK, you have to come alone into the UK. I've just been thinking of how this will greatly affect families. Before I moved into the UK, my husband said something once that what if he comes into the UK via the student route and after 2 years bring us in? I looked at him, I said, hey, kole work. It's not gonna work. I'm not gonna leave my young marriage for my husband to come into the UK and school. Then we remain there because I'm this career lady working over there, and my marriage is long distance. I've been doing long distance. It's not going to be a longest distance. You know what I mean? Those of you who are married, you know how it's not safe and it's not advisable to part ways for so long. Some come as far as staying 5 years. I know someone whose spouse came into the UK to study for 5 years, and when they were to come in, or when they came in, the marriage crashed. I was like, what were you thinking to start with? Leaving your spouse to go to study for 5 good years? 5 good years. Even if the person is spirit filled, tongue speaking, and everything. The devil tempted Jesus for crying out loud. The devil tempted Jesus when he fasted 40 days and 40 nights. And we have blood going through our veins, going through our bloodstreams, not in gin oil. So, the UK government has been magnanimous enough to allow people who are here via the student route to come into the UK. And now the UK government is saying they're saying it that most people use this route to pack their generations into the UK and causing overpopulation, thereby affecting shortage of houses, leading to shortage of houses and so on. That's from their own point of view. I'm not here to say if they're right or if they're wrong. It's their country. They can do whatever they please. Even in our own countries, in Africa and so on. There are some decisions where the government take that doesn't really go down well with us. It doesn't suit us. But what do I do? Ogas at the top have spoken. So let me just go through your site what they said. They said international students who come into to the UK will no longer be able to bring family with them except under specific circumstances in a government bid to bring immigration down. Now, I had to, don't get me wrong, the reason why I brought this on my channel is because I have intending immigrants into the country. Some persons have seen that I have left my home country and I'm here, and they'll be like, we want to also come over to the country. I don't even talk about student route on my channel. I don't even talk about that. But because most persons have not asked me, but some persons are private chatting me and saying they want, some persons have said they want to come into the UK via the student route. I was like, on a rich show, to come into the UK via the student route is not cheap. It is freaking expensive. Generally speaking, immigration is not cheap. It is not cheap. Then via the student route, it is even more expensive. So it's like you have such money and you want to come into the country. You're like, yeah, they feel that's the easy route for them. Of a true, is the easiest route into the UK. I'm not gonna lie, because students' visa comes out faster than even the skilled worker visa. For instance, if let me not go deep into that. Let's just continue reading. So persons have been saying, can they still come in? Can they still not come in? So I just have to go onto the UK website and read out to you what they say. Because sometimes when I keep telling people go to this UK government website, it's just gov.uk. Some persons find it difficult accessing such information. So I was like, let me bring it to you and let's talk about it. International students will no longer be able to bring dependents, mind you, international students will no longer be able to bring in their dependents with them unless they are on postgraduate courses that are currently designated as research programs. So if your program, if your master's, if your PhD is not for the research aspect of it, sorry, you're not allowed with your dependents into the UK. But if you're running a program strictly on research, then you can bring in your family into the UK. Now, there's a caveat. It is stated the package will also remove the ability of international students to switch out of the student route and into work routes before their students' studies have been completed to prevent misuse of the visa system, the government said. Now, I have not seen people who do that, but the UK government claims to say that international students have been coming into the UK on the disguise of taking the student visa. Meanwhile, they are trying to relocate permanently into the UK, hence this caveat. Now, they believe that most people come via this route into the UK just to jackpot, and that when they get in few days or few months into their studies, they just quit studying. They just tell the school, sorry, I can't continue with school, I can't pay my fees, and so on. Meanwhile, they've already gone to get a job in the UK, because you have an advantage if you're in the UK to get a job, even these care jobs and so on. So they've already gone ahead to get a job and try to switch their visa. That's what the UK government is claiming. And they say, henceforth, even if you decide to come into the UK on a student visa, you're not going to switch that visa until you have completed your studies. Before you will switch your visa to a work visa, before you even get a job, to switch your visa to a work visa, and subsequently bring in your family if you have families and you so want to. So even if you are single, you don't even have family, you say, government, I am not bringing my family. Let me just come on to that student visa and switch to work visa. They say they don't allow that. You have to finish your studies before you switch. Now, what's the assurance that once you finish your studies within that short span before your visa expires for you to go back, you will get a job that will give you a certificate of sponsorship that you will switch your visa to the work visa? How sure are you? And even if you're 100% sure of having a job, how can you, most um, postgraduate studies, masters, 1 year, 2 years. You leave your wife and children in Nigeria to come here and study. If you guys can do that, it is okay. But I don't see myself leaving my husband for 2 years because of study. I don't understand. Ha. As well as removing the right, there will also be review. So these things will. I'm just trying to read out the most pressing things that relate to this video. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm. Home Office to stop students from bringing family to the UK in bid to curb migration. Gosh. Gosh, I feel for those who intend coming via this route and have families. If you're single, it doesn't bother you, but if you have families, spouse, children, it goes a long way to tell on their family. I just pray, since they say these decisions are reviewable, I pray they review it and something needs to be done. Well, on the other hand, there are other countries that might accept you. So instead of considering the UK, you might want to consider other countries because UK government says they claim that the UK is overpopulated, and I tend to believe that also. They say the move comes as official statistics are expected to confirm that net migration rose to 700,000 in the year of December 2022. Mm. So that is that for that. I feel it is best to, if you really want to work, at this point from next year, just avoid the student route. If you really want to come to UK to work, to stay, just try as much as possible to make more research and come via the work visa. It's more safe that way. Although nothing is permanent, it takes just God. Because let them not come up tomorrow and come up with another decision. But right now, in fact, before they came up with this, they brought some moves so that the students knew something like this will happen because they say students come with so many dependents, and coming via the student route is not really easy because you need to keep working to pay your school fees and cater for your family, your kids, considering the childcare issues in UK. It's not really easy. I feel for students. Now, don't get me wrong. This rule is to come in force from January 2024. So you have an opportunity to come via the student route. September section, September batch is coming for students to come in. You can still apply, get your admissions to come in September, come in with your family. Those of you who've gotten admission already to come in with your family, you can as well come. But I'm making this video to warn those who are thinking of coming via the student route 2024. Don't say I did not warn you. Don't allow that agent to chop your money. Don't say you did not get this information because I see people when I tell them go to the UK government website to check, they just feel like it's stressful. Please go and research it. I'll come and give me. I know I'm your number one researcher on the streets of YouTube, but you also have your part to play to research to get things. Don't take words from people who line and sinker. Be like the Berean Christians. Go back and research to get these things yourself. Don't put the blame on any person. Just try as much as possible. I hear some people keep commenting and saying, "Can I still go ahead with my agent?" It's just which date in February, which date, sorry, in January, which date in 2024 are they wanting to stop this? Please. I'm making this video for people like you. Don't let agents chop your money. The agent making that school route for you, processing it, telling you, don't worry, the government will take effect from December 2024. I just read it out from you from the UK government website. I am going to post it on the screen also. You can go to gov.uk website and see it for yourself. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Students pay huge amount of money into this country. Don't lose so much in order to relocate. If now I say it is not the destiny for everybody to leave their country to come here, to seem as if I'm biased. Why are you sounding like that? Now because you don't japa, you they talk like this. Fine. If you know my channel, I keep encouraging people on almost all my videos to, if you want to come to the UK, feel free to come. But do it via the right route. People who pay for COS are suffering today. Do it via the right route. See, today I'm not smiling. I know I'm a very cheerful person, but I feel it is good to put this up here so that those intending to come via the student route will take note of this and note that from January 2024, if you're coming, just know Oyo is your case. You're not packing your dependents into the country. Now, don't get this wrong. It's not that students are not allowed into the UK against international students. No, you are allowed. But the thing is just that you can't come in with your dependents. You can, in fact, let me break it down into an local dialect. For those who are Nigerians, you not go fit bring your wife or your husband or your children into the country via through pidgin sef don dey hard me o through na pidgin, and you no go fit bring them following or to come through the student way wey you go carry students name take come this country then come stay then say if you wan do am. It feels like I'm giving news in pidgin. Am I that good? Comment down below in the comment section. They say if you want do am, you go need to come alone. Finish your school, carry your bag and your things, go back to your country, go stay with your family. But it is sad because I know some persons actually need the certificate. They are not just coming here based on the want to jackpot. You get money to throw away. Do you have such money to throw away? Most persons come to school. Some persons feel when they have a UK certified university degree, it gives them an edge any part of the world. I know of someone who is in the UK. She told me she's on a student visa. She came with her family. She told me her dream is not even to remain in UK. She wants to go to Canada. She just needs a degree to get her here. You know, it will boost your points. I know UK is also there, but Canada, they are big on points based system into the UK for permanent residency. She said she wants to get come here, school, get her master's degree, and jackpot from this country. UK is not her destination. So I don't want you all to feel okay, everyone is coming here just to jackpot. People came here for business, people came for determination, people are determined, they are here for something. So don't sit down and say all these people making YouTube videos and saying this on the jackpot because I want jackpot. Eh? Hey. Hmm. There is more to it than the eyes meets. Subscribe to this channel, like the video, comment and share. Inform others who intend coming to the UK via any route for them to know. Knowledge is power, knowledge is key. My people perish because of lack of knowledge. So don't forget, smash the red subscribe button, thumbs up this video, like this video, comment and share. Don't put blame on anyone. Research yourself. And trust me, if you're in UK, you will understand better. There is more to it than the eyes meet.